DeWanna Bonner, man, she wants to go out with a bang.
DeWanna Bonner is known as being not someone on social media.
As we've all learned by now, DeWanna Bonner has officially been waived by the Indiana Fever.
Indiana Fever fans embrace your sorry ass.
When you first went to Indiana, you almost had a heart attack because you never seen your face so big on a banner.
She's done posted online. She's attacking fans in typical WNBA fashion.
You got benched so damn fast because you suck.
Dana Bonner is quitting and lashing out, and fans are labeling her a snake. What actually happened? Let's dig into it. She wants to go out loud and talk trash like she did before joining the Fever.
DeWanna Bonner, man, she wants to go out with a bang. She wants to go out talking the same type of crap she was talking before she got to the Indiana Fever last year when she was a member of the Connecticut Sun, talking trash about this organization. And now she's getting it on the way out.
Before joining the Indiana Fever, she was preaching the same garbage. But now that she's leaving, she's involved in a messy dispute where she accuses podcasters of harassing women. After leaving the squad, Bonner's behavior was questioned. She couldn't take the label of quitter, so she took to social media to attempt to justify herself, but her supporters weren't buying it.
She chose to respond to him, and then she turned it into a gaslight session where she tries to accuse him of assaulting or attacking women, whereas all he was doing was calling her out on the bull crap. I'm gonna post on Instagram again, and I'm gonna, or Twitter or X or wherever the hell she freaking posted, it doesn't even matter, social media, and she's gonna respond to the Indiana people.
After hardly posting 34 times in 7 years, Dana Bonner, who was never known for posting frequently on social media, is now in full clapback mode. She posted twice in 2 days, one of which read, "A quitter, nah, never been that." Fans instantly questioned her intentions and attitude after leaving the Fever, so when the time comes, let's make sure the apologies are as loud as the disdain that line blew.
DeWanna Bonner is known as being not someone on social media, and now she is just gone and just started, is now just clapping back. Is now just going out of her way clapping back, because she has posted in the last 7 years 34 times up until 2 days ago, and now she has posted twice in the last 2 days on Instagram. She's now gone into clapback mode, and this tweet was from about 50 minutes ago. And the caption, so it's just her obviously working out. "A quitter? Nah, never been that. But when the time comes, let's just make sure the apologies are as loud as disrespect in due time." A quitter? Nah, never been that. But when the time comes, let's just make sure the apologies are as loud as disrespect in due time.
She was brought in as a 2-time champion to help the young roster compete again after being waived by the Indiana Fever just months after signing. But according to sources, it wasn't a good fit right away. She started just 3 games before, being benched for Lexi Hall, and then she was cut from the team within 6 more games. The move shocked fans and led to rumors that she quit because she couldn't handle being benched.
The Fever signed Bonner this offseason, a 2-time WNBA champion, to help this young core bring the franchise back into title contention. The Fever have only won 1 title in 2012, and prior to last season, they had not made the playoffs in 7 years. So while experience is an important factor in helping a team return to title contention, so is fit. And what I've learned from multiple sources is that from the onset, the fit between the Fever and Bonner was not a good one.
Right.
After 3 games in a starting role, Bonner was moved to the bench in favor of shooting guard Lexi Hull, and 6 games later, she was done with the Fever.
Bonner's role critics blasted her for leaving while the team was struggling and refusing to play. Many believe that if she had continued playing, the Fever could have traded her, but she sat down, gave no explanation, and allowed the backlash to grow. Normally, when players leave, they thank the fans, but she didn't even mention them. Instead, she made a defiant statement that shocked fans online, especially since Lexi Hull had just recorded her first double-double, possibly ending her career.
Even the most disgruntled players on the planet planet, when they leave, if they're veterans and blah, they're going to thank the fan base. It's going to be at the top. And much less, it wasn't even there. I mean, it's wild. She issues this, crashing out online. Lexi Hull, a lot of people are saying this. Lexi Hull just ended DeWanna Bonner's career. Lexi Hull records her first career double-double. That was on the 24th. Lexi's balling out right now, by the way.
When it became apparent that they couldn't move her, they had no choice but to waive her, which is when the truth began to surface. The Indiana Fever initially claimed personal reasons for her departure, but behind-the-scenes sources revealed the team was actively shopping her on the trademark. She wasn't simply leaving, though. She was pushing her way out.
The Fever originally cited personal reasons for her absence, but what I learned later, again from multiple sources, was that the team was actually actively shopping her on the trade market. The issue with finding a successful trade option is obviously Bonner's $200,000 contract, which is unprotected. But the WNBA has a hard salary cap, which limits teams from making mid-season trades in a significant way. So when the Fever couldn't find a successful trade option, their only other option was to waive her. Or, I mean, they could have sat on her contract, but that doesn't benefit either party.
Fans swiftly saw through Bonner's decision to leave the team, labeling it selfish and unprofessional. Rather than assisting Indiana in building a team, Bonner was planning a personal reunion at the expense of the franchise, and she was telling other teams not to pick her up if she was waived because she only wanted to go to the Mercury where her girlfriend plays.
Then we find out she wants out of town. And then we find out she wants out of town and tells all the other teams, don't pick me up. If I'm waived, don't pick me up. I'm going to the Mercury where her girlfriend plays. All right. All the while, obviously, because it's what sports fans do, they called DeWanna Bonner a quitter. Well, you took time away from the team, and then we found out you didn't want to be with the team. You're the definition of quitter.
When Bonner first joined the Fever, she was ecstatic about having a fresh breakfast close to her kids, and everything seemed ideal. However, when she was benched, everything changed. Rather than fighting for her spot like a vet, she disappeared. Her departure was explained as a fit issue, but it was obvious that she didn't want to be there once things got tough. That's not leadership, it's a calculated escape.
When you first went to Indiana, you almost had a heart attack because you never seen your face so big on a banner. That's what you said. Your gums was all shown and all that. You were super happy. Then you almost had a heart attack when you found out you can get fresh breakfast in the morning. You made sure to say, my kids are nearby. This is great. You was out there playing like shit. Lexi Hall was playing good. Why should we start you over Lexi? That literally makes no sense.
The Phoenix Mercury fans aren't buying her clapback posts because they can see that Bonner quit after getting what she wanted, and now she's acting like a victim. The outrage isn't about her leaving, but rather about how she left. Bonner refused to play, got paid for 6 games she didn't suit up for, and is now going to the team she always planned to join.
What is wrong with the league? She is getting what she wants. She's getting what she wants. She refused to play for a team, got paid to not play 6 games, and is going to the exact team she wanted to go. She's going to the exact team. So we're just looking at it and we're like, what is the actual point? What is the point of this clapback on social media?
Fans contend that Caitlin Clark, not Dina Bonner, should have been the one to sit out for personal reasons. Clark, 23, is carrying the league and is physically targeted every night, but he still shows up to compete. In contrast, Bonner had a few poor games and abruptly disappeared. The difference is remarkable. One player is treated like a punching bag, but continues to grind, while the other fled as soon as things became uncomfortable, and fans noticed the difference and told Bonner.
Clark gotta sit here, 23-year-old woman, carry a goddamn league on her back, a league that don't even like her, a coach who swears to God she's been watching for 5 years, but now that she's coaching her, she thinks she's playing quote-unquote hero ball, even though, if that's what you want to call it, that's why the fuck we watch it. She should have been, if anybody should be like, yo, I want to sit out for personal reasons, it should be Clark at this point of fucking time. Not no fucking DeWanna Bonner.
Clark persevered through injuries, including a nasty groin strain, throughout Indiana's hardships. She missed just a few games and returned without complaining. The media started contrasting the attitudes of the two players when Bonner refused To play despite not even being hurt, despite having high expectations, Clark never offered personal justifications. However, Bonner was unable to manage a bench role, which led to the belief that he deserted the team when Clark was battling for it.
Caitlin Clark is going to miss tonight's game, and she's got a groin injury. I have been banging the drum online and on here for the last 2 weeks saying there's something wrong with her legs. There's something going on. Is it the nagging quad injury? But it's something to do with the lower half of her body. It is a groin injury. Now we've got an idea of why she's struggling from long range, where it requires, some real push on three-point shots, especially the kind that she takes. And there's nothing worse than a groin injury. It will nag the shit out of you. Trust me, I've had several.
Despite being a rookie, Caitlin Clark had more composure than Bonner as she accepted hits, adjusted to the offense, and performed well under duress. Fans cheered her on despite her poor performances after Bonner failed to contribute and was benched, but now they feel deceived, especially after she began subtly attacking the fan base with posts requesting an apology for her resignation, and then had the audacity to criticize those who had previously supported her.
Apologize for what? When you come out and say what? Oh, are you ready to call the Indiana Fever fans racist again? Once you escape Indianapolis, is that what's coming? No, the Indiana Fever fans embraced your sorry ass. Your 7 points per game. You got benched so damn fast because you sucked. And yet they still embraced your ass and was still cheering you on while you sucked. Your inability to make a shot, your decision to be completely invisible from the offense.
When Bonner began responding to followers on Instagram, rather than offering an explanation or expressing gratitude, she doubled down on making fun of them. Clark fans in particular took offense, believing that Bonner had exploited her position to shift responsibility and sow discord. Despite continual criticism and pressure from the media, many noted that Clark never treated teammates or fans disrespectfully. Instead, Bonner's posts were viewed as trivial and disrespectful to the Fever culture that Clark is fostering.
You've got DeWanna Bonner now just clapping back at random Instagram messages as well. She's going and clapping back, and it's just weird. It's just weird all around. Like what is up? What is wrong with this league, man? What is wrong? She is getting what she wants. She's getting what she wants. She refused to play for a team, got paid to not play 6 games, and is going to the exact team she wanted to go to. She's going to the exact team. So we're just looking at it and we're like, what is the actual point? What is the point of this clapback on social media?
Fans aren't stupid. They saw Dana Bonner refuse to play, collect checks, and enter Phoenix as if it had always been her plan. Now, she's clapping back online in an attempt to gain sympathy, but when you abandon your team in the midst of rebuilding and still act like the victim, that's snake behavior. You don't bite the hand that paid you and supported you.
She's getting what she wants. She refused to play for a team, got paid to not play 6 games, and is going to the exact team she wanted to go to. She's going to the exact team. So we're just looking at it and we're like, what is the actual point? What is the point of this clapback on social media? To get a few brownie points with the 5% of the fan base that will support you no matter what? All you have to do, by the way, is quit the Fever. That fan base are going to love you.
The trade value of a Bonner tanked so badly that Indiana had no choice but to cut her. They waived her in order to bring back players who genuinely wanted to play. As a result, fans referred to her as a quitter not because she had personal problems, but rather because she gave up and abandoned the team. Now, she's attempting to change the narrative, arguing that you can't pretend to be loyal, especially in a fan base as fervent as Indiana's, rather than admitting her performance. Decline! The fans who embraced her are now calling her toxic, but that's not betrayal on the part of her supporters. It's a response to being burned. Bonner and her can't blame the Fever because she had everything her former coach, a starting position, closeness to family, and still left. She played the long game just to get to Phoenix.
And then You act like you ain't never got a 6th Player of the Year award. You got it 3 times. So you know what it feels like to produce coming off of the bench. So that shouldn't have even been a problem like that, yo. Let's keep it all the way real. You wanted to get some bread, you missed Alyssa Thomas. You tired of having phone sex with her, rubbing your clit, dust coming out. You realize you about 2 years away from the wheelchair Olympics at this point.
While Caitlin Clark plays through pain and pressure, Bonner chose drama and DMS. She went from being a veteran presence to online combat mode, trading insults with fans. The league needs leaders, not athletes looking for soft landings. When Bonner demanded that fans apologize, it turned people off even more. Her approach was seen as arrogant and passive-aggressive. The last nail in her Indiana legacy sources made it clear that Bonner only wanted to play in Phoenix, telling teams not to claim her.
Apologize for what? When you come out and say what? Oh, are you ready to call the Indiana Fever fans racist again? Once you escape Indianapolis, is that what's coming? No, the Indiana Fever fans embraced your sorry ass. Your 7 points per game. You got benched so damn fast because you suck.
Bonner wanted an apology, but fans told her to leave Indianapolis. Now that no one is welcoming her back, they claim she let everyone down, not just the team, but the locker room as well. They say she could have stayed and helped the team instead, but she dipped out and tried to change the story. Reports claim she made herself untradeable, which is why she was waived. The fans can see that she has everything she wanted now, left the Fever, and joined her favorite team. So why is she still taking offense on social media?